Hello everyone and welcome back to another episode here on Ballyspring. So, it has been a few days since I've made a video, but I do apologise about that. I've just somehow lost track of time and totally forgot to make a video. But anyways, we're very busy today on the farm because it is October, so we can get the grass cut before it's too late. Because we need some hay for our cows and sheep. So we may as well get started right away with it instead of wasting time. So I think we have about 2 or 3 grass fields in this area anyway that need to be cut. Oh, and you may notice a Massey Ferguson 5S there. Let me explain about that. So I was asking if you think we should get a front loader tractor, well, a front loader put on the T6. So my idea was, instead of putting one on the T6, why don't we go ahead and lease that tractor, and if we find it's useful enough, when we come to a time with enough money, we might come to buy it. It does have a lot less horsepower than the T6 does, but we don't really need a powerful tractor for doing the farm jobs and, you know, picking bales up and all that stuff. So we currently have on lease, but we may eventually buy in the future. So yeah, this is one of our fields here, as you can see, very hilly, and has given me the idea to call this farm Uphill Farm, because as you can see, everything is uphill. So I'm thinking of giving the farm a name, so if you have an idea, comment down below, but I'm thinking Uphill Farm. I don't know if there's any farm signs on console, and if there is, we might go ahead and place one somewhere. But for now, it's fine. Anyways, let's get this put down. Let's start it up, and let's switch to the front one. Let's put it down and let's start it up. So hopefully it shouldn't take us too long to do this. I've put it on this tractor as well because it's got a wee bit more power than the other ones, so it should hopefully manage the hills a bit better. Oh, and yeah, we did end up leasing the baler as well, because I thought it's probably better to have a baler like that for hay or straw, and of course if we like that baler, then we can just buy it outright when we come into some decent money. But of course we've only got £28,000 at the minute, so we really do need to be careful with our money. And another thing that I've been thinking about, which you can give me your opinion on in the comments, is should we sell the other farm or should we keep both farms? Because I feel like this farm is going to end up being used more than the other one, and the other one's going to sort of be forgotten about, but not forgotten about at the same time. But I suppose if we can work a system out of the tractors, then you never know, both farms might get used equally. It's really just at the minute because I'm finding that we're not using both farms. Like, this one seems to be the one we use more for doing all the jobs and just general stuff you do on a farm, where the other one just sort of seems to be the place we go to pick up machinery and store it. So we really do need to work out what we want to do with it, because it could be a waste of money, it just sitting there and not being used properly as a farm. So we may come to sell it in the future, but at the minute I think we'll keep it because it's a good area of the map to have, because I can really, if I still like the fields in that area, I can keep them, or if when I come to sell the farm, if I do, I can sell the fields, and at least that'll give us a bit of a money boost when we need it. So it's a good thing to have, instead of our money going down the hill with the loan interest. But yeah, that's the first headland done of the field. So what I'm thinking is we'll get this on a time lapse, and then after I finish this field, what I'll do is I'll put the mower onto the other field on a worker, and then I'll get in the T6 with the tether on the back, and we'll see what it's like from there. So what I'll do is I'll just turn this tractor around and then I'll get it on the time lapse. I would like to say a big thank you to everyone who is supporting my channel. I do really appreciate it. You're making a big difference at the minute. because I've not really been feeling like making videos. But anyways, less talking, more working, so see you when the field's done. Right, so that is the worker off, and now the grass field. So now we're heading over to the T6, which is just over here on the farm, to get the tether going, because what I'm thinking is we'll do one field of hay and one field of silage, because I was having a wee think, and silage bales are probably much easier from moving farm to farm than loose silage, for example. Because then I have to get trailers, and we do have a grain trailer, but I don't really want to be using it for silage. So that's what I'm thinking. Bales are probably much easier if we need to take them over to the other farm. So yeah. Anyways, let's take this down to the field. And I'm hoping that worker is going to be fine, because these base game workers, they can be a pain sometimes. I'm hoping as well that we're going to get a decent amount of bales off of this, because the ground soil is much better in this area of the map than the other farm, so we're getting a much better yield. It's about 118%, which is very good. Right, sorry, I'm just having a wee look to see how that worker's getting on. Yeah, it seems to be doing fine. I just realised I haven't done hay in a while, so it's good that I'm doing it. But yeah, this field's probably the best one to do it in. So let's turn this on. Oh, I haven't even put the thing down, that would help, wouldn't it? Yeah, that looks good to me. So no, we're not going to do a time lapse for this one, because it's going to take us a wee while to do this. I think it's about a 6 meter tether, so it's going to take us quite a while. So I think the best thing might be to do is to do some cinematics or jump cut. So I'll do the first headland, and then whatever I think's best I'll do. Wow, that sun is a lovely colour this morning. It's making it very nice for working in the fields. Oh, that reminds me actually. Thinking of sun and harvesting and all that sort of stuff. We also need to seed a field just over there, which you can see. Ooh, there we go. Which you can see needs to be seeded. So I'm still trying to work out what crop we want to put in there, because I've already seeded canola. Well, let me have a wee look, because I'm forgetting what I've seeded, because I've seeded so much stuff that you kind of forget. And we've got that much fields now, we forget. So we've got barley in 107, which is just across the track from this field. 108. The story is, with 108, we ended up selling 130, because I was feeling there's quite a distance to be travelling with a combine. So we sold 130, bought 108. I seeded some canola in that in my free time. 53's got oats in it, and I think that's about it. So the only crop we really don't have is wheat. So we might put some wheat in this field here. And then I'm still considering putting carrots in this wee field here, 104, which I did mow in the last episode. but I haven't got to windrowing it yet, but I'm not too bothered because it's a tiny field, so it can wait if it really needs to. Anyways, so that's the first headland done. So what I'm thinking is I'll just crack on with this. I might put a few cinematic clips in the middle of it, and I'll see you when it's done. Right, so I finished all the tedding now, so it's time to move on to the windrowing, and the worker has finished mowing the other fields, and they made a pretty good job of it, so I told them, please can you go and start seeding that field over there, since we're probably not going to have time to seed it between now and winter. So I just said to them, please can you do it for me, because you make a decent job. So yeah, hopefully that'll speed some things up for us, because as I said to him, we don't have a lot of time, so big help. But anyways, we're going to get on with the tedding, hopefully make some decent hay out of it. Not tedding, ooh, sorry, windrowing. Get the windrowing, and hopefully we'll get some decent windrows from it. And then after we've done the windrowing, well, you can guess what's next. We need to do the baling, and we'll get the windrower onto a worker in the grass field, because it'll make a big difference if he's doing that field while we're doing this field. It means we can speed things really up. And then I'll need to get the baler over from the other farm and bale those bales up in the other field, because of course they'll need to be wrapped if they need to be silage. So yeah, what I think I'll do is, to save a bit of time, instead of doing cinematics or time lapse, I think I'll just do a quick jump cut, and I'll see you when it's done. Right, so we're almost done. I've just got this last little bit to do, and then we'll be finished. And it seems to have went pretty well. I'm happy with the amount of swaths we got, so we'll hopefully make a decent amount of bales. Where's the last bit? Ah, should be fine actually. Right, let's just fold this up, and let's take it over to the other fields, and hopefully the worker will make a decent job of it, because sometimes these workers can be quite a pain for doing windrowing anyway. And then it means we can get on to the baling. So I think, because normally the workers are quite a pain, they'll do this. So what I'll do is I'll leave that bit for the end, and I'll do it. I'll put this onto a worker, and there's that. There's the baler. So let's jump into the lovely Massey Ferguson. Start it up, and let's take it down to the field. Yeah, it's just a lovely view there, with the lovely pond or a loch or whatever you want to call it. Loch, sorry, how you say in Scotland. Lovely loch over there. Right in front of the farm, so we have really chosen a lovely area to be in. Sorry if I'm pausing every so often, I do apologise. I'm trying to think of the right word to say. Anyways, hopefully we'll make a good amount of bales, because we really do need it. With the amount of animals we have now, that's not a good sign that that worker stopped already. Let's have a quick look at it and see what it's been up to. So it's decided to do 2 swaths and then finish there. Oh, this thing's going to be a pain, I bet. let's try that again. Hopefully this time it will actually do its job. I know it's a bit lazy getting workers to do it, but we really are needing help at the minute. All the help we can get. Right, let's give that a go. And let's see how they're getting on. Yep, you're doing a very good job. I just need to get the last little bits in a minute when you're done. Anyways, back to the baler. I need to quickly turn this on. Make sure I get the right bale size set because we don't want too small a bale. And there we go, change that. There we go. So 150 centimeter hay bales. I know I could go bigger, but I prefer 150 centimeters to be working with. So let's get this put down and let's get it turned on. And let's see how good yielding this is. Because I did put some fertilizer on it before it was mowed. So you never know, we could really get an amazing yield off of it if we're lucky. Yeah, we seems to be doing well already. That's the first bale. Now the thing I'm worried about is they're going to roll because, as you can see, it is a very hilly area of the map. So I might need to watch the way I'm positioning the bales when going up the hills, making sure I'm putting them the other way around instead of up the hill. I should probably put them that way, just so we don't have bales rolling down the hills onto the road, and that's just a pain. And I would like to say, if you would like to join my Discord, it is linked below this video. I try not to say it too much because I know how annoying it can be for people just hearing a YouTuber plug in all their socials and all that sort of stuff, so I do apologise. But if you'd like to check it out, it is linked below. Oh, please stop, bale. Do not go into that field, or... Thank you. There we go. Sorry, I was talking to the bale for a minute there. But anyways, back to the baling. Let's see. Yeah, we'll put this on a wee time lapse to save you having the boredom of watching me do this. So, I will see you when we're done. Right, so I've almost finished the baling. I've just got a last little bit to go and pick up just over here, and then as soon as I've done that, I think we might actually go and pick the bales up, because we really want to get them out of the fields before it gets too wet, and then suddenly the bales are unusable. Of course, the silage bales, once they're made, they can sit in the field for however long they need to. Doesn't matter as much as the hay, but the hay's the most important thing. And over the winter we tend to get quite a bit of rain here in the west of Ireland. Well, I'm not from Ireland, but from what I've heard, the west of Ireland gets a lot of rain. So we really do want to be making sure these bales are in the shed and nice and safe from the rain. So let's take this up to the farm and let's get it parked up, and we'll get the front loader hooked up with the bale trailer on, and from there we'll take it from there. So I'll see you when we're driving down to the field again. Right, so I've just been over to the other farm because I remembered the store didn't give us a bale grab or a bale spike to pick the bales up with. So I went and got our telehandler and bale spike, and yeah, I also brought the feed mixer to the farm because we'll need it eventually. Because I can't remember if I said, but we did buy, it was either 10 or 20 older cows, just so they can start producing some stuff for us. You know, like slurry, milk, that sort of stuff, because the farm really does need it. But yeah, so what I'll do is I'll put these first 2 bales on, and then I'll get this on a good old time lapse, and I'll see you when it's done. Right, hopefully these will go on quite easy. Sorry, I do apologise. Keep moving away from a microphone. That should do. Yep, there we go. Not too bad. Oh no, not too close, because it's the problem with these bale spikes to pick up other bales if you go near too close to them. Right, get these 2, and then I think we'll get us onto a time lapse. So I'll see you when all these bales are loaded up. Right, so I've got the last 2 bales here just to put on, and then we'll get these bales taken back to the farmyard, and then I'll sort them off camera. I'll put them into the shed and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, we've made a good amount of bales. I'll probably find more bales lying about somewhere, because they've probably rolled into the hedges, like that one right there. So we'll quickly pick it up. It's the problem with steep hills, they all just roll. And then better do that. There we go. So what I'll do is, for now I'll just leave it in the fields, because it doesn't do any harm just leaving it there. But I will need to take it out of the field and put all the bales in the shed before it rains. Sorry, I do keep moving away from a microphone. Right, I believe I'm just going to check on this. Pretty much done. We probably could just do the last little bit for him. Hopefully it won't take too long, because I don't know how long this video is, and I don't want to make it too long for you guys to watch. And that is one question I have. Do you prefer longer videos, or do you prefer, you know, 16 to 20 minute videos? I know 16 is an exact number, I could pick any other number, but I was just using an example. Or do you prefer videos that are like maybe 25 to 30 minutes? Because I know some people prefer shorter and some people prefer longer. It really just depends on what you prefer watching and how interesting I can make it for you. Right, last wee bit, and I think there's a wee bit over there, I can just see it, that needs to be done, and then that'll be the the field will be fully done, which is good because it's a job that needed done, and it means I can get it fertilized whenever I get a minute to do that. Oh, and that reminds me, I don't know why it reminded me, but I've got those bales in field 20, I believe it is, to go and pick up. Silage bales as well, which is what we need, because silage, at the minute we don't have very much of it, as in bale quantity, so I'll need to go and pick those up when I get a minute. Alright, I believe there's a bit over here we need to get. So let's go and grab this, and then we'll head back to the farm, and I think we'll leave it there for today because, whoa, I forgot to turn the thing on, that was out. But yeah, I think we'll leave it there for today after I've done this, because we've had quite a productive day with the help of the workers and having the new demo tractor. That's been quite nice to have a wee play around with. We haven't really got to use the full, I don't know what you'd call it, but everything the tractor has to offer, there we go. You know, like the front loader and all that sort of stuff, but we'll get to use that over time. And I need to remember to take the baler over from our other farm to get that silage sorted, because we do need the silage, even though I've got a field full of silage bales. So let's just take this back to the farm, because I think that's all the seeding done. Oh, wrong one. There we go. But yeah, I think that's the seeding done for this year, which is good, because it needed to be done. And hopefully it means we'll get some decent money when it comes to harvest it, and hopefully a decent yield as well, which is the main thing. So we are first ever big harvest here. We've only had one harvest, and it was just that one field there that we just seeded. So hopefully we'll get a lot of crop off the fields, because it's a much better soil in this area compared to the other farm, which I'm still trying to work out a name for actually, because it'd be quite good to have a name for each farm so you kind of know which farm I'm referring to. So if you have any ideas on farm names, please do comment down below. I would really appreciate it. It does mean the world to me seeing all your comments below this videos. Yeah, where shall we park this? Somewhere out the way, that's for sure. And I'm considering actually purchasing these seeder equipment, because it's such a good seeder. The width, and for the price that you're paying, it's really good. So we'll need to save up a bit of money and buy this as well. So yeah, we might have to sell a field or two to buy the seeder and that, or we might just have to earn the money ourselves. But I think we'll leave it like that for now. Anyways, we've done quite a bit in this episode, so I think it is time to end this episode here. So if you've enjoyed this video, please do like and subscribe, and also comment down below what you think of this Ballyspring series so far, and if you're enjoying watching the videos as well. And if you'd like to join any of my socials, they are linked below this video, and if you'd like to share this video with anyone else, I would appreciate that as well. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.